This is He Knows Everything, bringing you that heat and that far. We keeping a foot on the whoop. Nicks. We keeping a foot on the whoop. Nicks. And like the Tibetan mastiff that I am, I'm applying what? Unlimited pressure. Like the Siberian fucking tiger that I am, I'm applying what? Unlimited pressure. Because pressure does what? He bursts his pipes. Let's talk about it, man. Black boxing community fan bases. They think they slick. They not slick over here. We're going to call a spade here. We're going to keep it real. We're going to keep it a buck. We're going to keep it 1,000. They trying to act like Deontay Wilder doesn't fucking exist. It's a things that make you say, It's a things that make you say, But in its most cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat truth teller fashion, we got to talk about it. Deontay Wilder got exposed. Deontay Wilder got knocked out. He got knocked the fuck out. Black boxing community fan bases are held to a higher standard. When the person you root for, when the person you go for loses, you gotta admit it, dog. Let me say it again. When the person you root for, the person you go for loses, you gotta admit it. It's the right thing to do. It's the fundamental thing to do. It's the elemental thing to do. It's also the pivotal thing to do. But it's also the instructional thing to do, because you're instructing people in their corpus callosum and in their cerebellum that when you wrong on something and you fucked up on something, that you can admit it, that you can be men and women with confidence, purpose, and an abundance mindset and admit it. There's an admitting here that needs to happen. There's an admittance that needs to happen. There is basically what we will say and what we shall continue to say, a variation of a degree of a silver lining that needs to happen. And you guys want to know what it is? Deontay Wilder got bum fucking squad. Let me say it again. Deontay Wilder is not bomb squad. He got bum fucking squatted by Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury embarrassed this motherfucker, man, in the third fight. That 11th round technically placed punch was a things that make you say, It was a things that make you say, I'm on Deontay Wilder all week because of what black boxing community fan base think they do. They think they're slick. You gotta keep that same energy, dog. Let me say it again. You gotta keep that same energy, dog. When it's not fighters that you guys support, you guys are all over their ass. You guys are on their rabbit ass. But fighters that you support, you forget. See, what's going to happen to Devin Haney when he gets exposed for not bending the proverbial fucking knee and kissing the ring while he was at it to Floyd Mayweather? What is going to evidently, and crucially and pivotally going to happen to Devin Haney when he doesn't admit? I'll explain what it is. It's going to be black boxing community fan bases doing what black boxing community fan bases always do. La cucarachas, la cucarachas. Yo no puedo caminar. La cucarachas, la cucarachas. Yo no puedo caminar. They're going to be like scattering fucking cockroaches. And the reason why they're going to be scattering cockroaches is because they're going to scatter in their cockroachy self. In the fact that they don't want to admit. They don't want to call a spade a spade. They don't want to keep it real. They want to keep it 1,000 that Deontay Wilder got done the fuck up. You can't hide from that, man. Nowhere to run. Nowhere to hide. Let me say it again. Nowhere to run. Nowhere to hide. That's why I told you, black boxing community fan base. You listen to He Knows Everything. A prophet is not honored in his own home. But those whom they've rejected became the chief cornerstone. If you would have listened to He Knows Everything, you would have been on the web, the thumb, the curve, the needle, and the aisle of the damn situation, because He Knows Everything was trying to talk you Rudy fucking poo and plum brains. You classic fucking dose and troglodytes. You ultra fucking fanboys with the ultra fucking fanboy rhetorics off the damn ledge. You want to know the ledge that he was trying to talk you Rudy fucking poo and plum brains? I'm saying it again. You classic fucking dose and troglodytes. You ultra fanboys with the ultra fanboy rhetorics. The ledge that Deontay Wilder is not the face of boxing. The face of boxing is Earl the True Spence. He Knows Everything was trying to tell you guys this stuff because they call him the truth. Because there's no lies in his damn fist. We left the Mayweather era and we ushered into the Spence era. Notice Richard Schaefer didn't say we ushered into no Canelo era. Canelo don't got no fucking era. He's not a generational talent. He didn't say we ushered into the Wilder era. Richard Schaefer got eyes, he can see. Wilder is not no generational fucking talent. These guys have limiters. Wilder is basically a puncher that can't box for shit. Canelo Alvarez is a fighter whose stamina ain't shit. And all he is at his truest and his most properest levels is a good fighter. There's nothing superb about him. He hasn't developed past the PhD and the bachelor's, the ass whipping that Floyd Mayweather gave him. I see a guy that's petrified and scared of black fighters. But these are the guys that they say are generational talent. He knows everything Saul. That wasn't the case. He Earl the True Spence, even when he's not fighting, he's creating buzz. Terrence Bud Crawford buzz. Bud is keeping Earl the True Spence's name in his mouth so that his fight can be relevant. Woo-hoo-hoo! What I said was so deep and profound. It went over it went over the guys who are brain full of mush and brainwashed doodle heads. But the real G's, the super real G's, and the ultimate real G's out here in these boxing streets, they got it because they have enough neuron receptors clicking in their brains. Terrence Bud Crawford keeps Earl the True Spence's name in his mouth so that he can stay relevant. Because he is not relevant himself. Can't sell a chicken dinner, let alone a cookout. Deontay Wilder is not Earl the True Spence. He never fucking was. And I was trying to tell y'all that. He was going to give himself a license to be that close number 2 if he would have turned around and won the third fight. Because he already lost. Once you took a glove gate via paid to lose boxing stainage, it's a permanent stainage on your boxing resume. There's no coming back from that. But then we have to ask ourselves and double up on the caveat that's associated behind that. And the fact that this guy right here got knocked out in the 11th round. Tyson Fury is unquestionably and without fail the best heavyweight. The black boxing community fan base have to admit this shit. Not admitting this shit basically says that you're disqualified from talking boxing. Notice I admitted it immediately. When I saw that 11th round KO stoppage, I admitted it. I don't care if motherfuckers laughing at me, oh, he knows who's picking Wilder. I have to be honest here. We have facts over feelings here, logic over bias. This is how we roll. It's called facts over feelings and logic over bias. This is the understanding of this platform. And if he knows everything says that he is the ultimate truth teller, and he comes in cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat truth teller fashion, then he has to deliver such. That means telling the truth even when the truth hurts. As you know the saying, the truth hurts, but the truth will set you free. And those whom the truth set free are free indeed. You think I felt good saying that Deontay Wilder got done the fuck up by Tyson Fury? No, I was picking Deontay Wilder to win. But I have to tell the damn truth. Black boxing community fan base don't want to tell the truth. Deontay Wilder got exposed. He's mentally fractured. He is mentally done. Deontay Wilder's mentally done the fuck up. And if they're being honest with themselves and not being biased, and if it's facts over feelings and logic over fucking bias, then they know what it is. But let me tell you why they have to defend Deontay Wilder. Because Deontay Wilder was the defining and silver lining of a lot of these guys' channels being pushed up. That's why they got to constantly defend Deontay Wilder. They know if they go up against Deontay Wilder, they're going up against their channel suffering. Me, I don't give a fuck about all these things. Because the man above already told me, hey, I've given you the mouth to speak. So everything that you do will succeed no matter what. When you are the mouthpiece of God, everything you do will succeed. No matter what. And that's why I'm mouthpiecing it for you guys. Deontay Wilder coming to the epiphany. You know, God was trying to tell me one. Well, God brought the mouthpiece. He brought a prophet. And i.e., he knows everything, formerly known as he knows his sport. That's bringing you that what? That heat and that fart. And keeping the foot on the what? On the X. And keeping the foot on the what? On the X. He knows everything was keeping the foot on Deontay Wilder's neck to tell him the damn truth. Cut Telly Swift. Cut the freaking entourage. Get your ass up under Al Heyman completely and utterly. Bend the proverbial fucking knee and kiss the ring while you was at it to Floyd Mayweather. Adhere to what Andre Ward is telling you. These are the things that Deontay Wilder should have done. But did Deontay Wilder do it? when the Charlo brothers was basically trying to tell Wilder, and i.e. Jamel Charlo and Jamal Charlo, being honest with them. He was getting mad at them. Wilder is the type of Negro that don't want to accept correction on any fucking level. That's why he got humbled. That's why he got embarrassed the way he did. That's why he got done the fuck up the way he did. And he deserves it. Because let me tell you guys something. In life, you got to go through some fucked up shit so that you can learn. Especially when you are not having an ear to hear. Let me say it again. You got to go through some fucked up shit so that you can learn. Especially if you don't have an ear to fucking hear. And Deontay Wilder didn't have the ear to hear. He knows everything. Formerly known as He Knows His Sport. That was bringing that heat and that fire, and that was keeping the foot on his fucking neck. Let me say it again. That was keeping the foot on his fucking neck to tell him that cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat truth-telling fashion that your affairs are not governed in order, that they're in disarray, and that you had to get your affairs in order if you wanted to win this shit. But he wouldn't listen, because a prophet is not honored in his own home, but those whom they rejected became the chief cornerstone. Every time you reject it, He Knows Everything, he becomes the chief cornerstone. Every time you act like what He Knows Everything is saying is not true, he becomes the chief cornerstone. Deontay Wilder got exposed. Black boxing community fan bases have a responsibility. Even when it's your fighter, you gotta talk it. You gotta admit it. And you gotta say it. Absence talking it, absence admitting it, absence saying it, reveals your nature. You want your cake and you want to eat it too. Pandering narratives. But what do we say about pandering narratives? They have a ceiling cap. Once it goes up, woo, the motherfucker must come tumbling down. You can't sit here and say, Bomb Squad. But then when it becomes Bum fucking Squad, you don't admit it. Deontay Wilder got exposed at the highest levels. He doesn't belong at the highest levels of the heavyweight division. He has 10 or 10 title defenses. Nobody's saying Deontay Wilder's not great. He's tied Muhammad Ali. We haven't seen this since Muhammad Ali. I would not sit here and say that Deontay Wilder's not great. He held the WBC championship belt for a very fucking long time. And this man was 41 and fucking 0 before he fucking lost. 42 and 0 before he fucking lost. So we gonna give Deontay Wilder the credit that he fucking deserves in terms of him being a boxing champion. But what we're not gonna do here is we're not gonna lie. And we're not going to sit here and act like we didn't see what our eyes didn't fucking see. We're not going to sit here and sugarcoat the facts. We're not going to sit here and sugarcoat the truth. And the truth hurts, but the truth will set you free. And those whom the truth set free are free indeed. Black boxing communities have a responsibility. Admit when you are wrong. Admit when you ain't got it together. For that's the sake of a man. This is what real men do. When they are wrong about something, they admit it. Because let me tell you something. In being wrong about something, there's growth. In being wrong about something, there is an evident fate of you learning. In being wrong about something, there is what we call a elemental state, a evident fate of you basically graduating to the levels of the fact that you get it and that you understand that you were wrong. These motherfuckers were wrong about Deontay Wilder, so admit that you was wrong about Deontay Wilder. Don't sit here and act like and gloss over the fact that this didn't happen. You don't see? They're avoiding the subject. No, we're going to bring it back. Every day I'm dropping a Wilder video because I'm bringing you motherfuckers back to the forefront. Fix your rabbit ass lips and fucking admit. Let me say it again. Fix your rabbit ass lips and fucking admit. I'm admitting. I've been admitting. That's why people are respecting the platform. They're saying the platform is quantified, calculated, certified, and fucking verified. I may not agree with everything He Knows Everything says, but I gotta agree. When this motherfucker admits, he admits. Nobody admits like this motherfucker. That's why I gotta give him all the credit in the world. Y'all need to admit. Deontay Wilder got done the fuck up. He got done the fuck up. Let me say it again. Because I need to let this animate, marinate, supplicate, and dominate your fucking ears. He got done the fuck up. You guys need to be honest about it. When somebody get done up like that, they get laced up, they get lashed up, they get ramalang like he did in the boxing ring. You fix your rabbit ass lips to say Deontay Wilder got the shit beaten out of him. No. You fix your rabbit ass lips to say Deontay Wilder got the dog shit beaten out of him. That's exactly what happened. Tyson Fury was patient. Tyson Fury showed boxing ability. He showed boxing pedigree. He showed boxing enthusiast knowledge. He showed a wealth of what a boxer is. And he beat the shit, the living shit, the dog shit out of Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder was lynched 2 fucking times over. That's the cold party. That's the unadulterated. That's the cutthroat television. Number 1, ever in your fucking life compare Deontay Wilder with Earl the True Spence. Number 2, Deontay Wilder got fucking exposed. And number 3, we're gonna go all week talking about this shit. I keeps the foot on the what? Yeeks. I keeps the foot on the what? Yeeks. This is He Knows Everything. Check it out.